Sirach chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next double honor to the head apostles and elders of great millstone, the one that taught me the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety. Peace, blessings, and safety. So all you sincere items, keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith. Regardless of people here for a bit, fight that good fight of faith. Just keep fighting, no matter what. And be occupied in prophecy. We're looking forward to these prophecies coming to pass, man. And yeah, we're going to be dead in the middle of it, but still, all these things must come to pass. In order for the kingdom of heaven to be established on earth, we must fight. Sirach 39, also known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy. So the men of the Lord will be doing what? Prophesying. They're going to go to the highways and byways, and they're going to tell you what's going to happen before it even happens, man. Regardless of people here forbear. That's what the men of the Lord are going to do. They're going to speak the words of prophets they're going to say before. Is the majority of people going to like it? No. No. The majority of these people are not going to like when the men of the Lord tell them what's going to happen before it even happens. And it's going to come to pass. Yeah, ain't nobody going to like that. But that's the job of a prophet, right? Is to be occupied in prophecy. Wars, rumors of wars, famine, diseases, plagues, earthquakes in diverse places, all of the above. That's what the men of the Lord are going to be occupied in. And 2/3 they're going to be occupied in folly. But at the end of the day, you're going to know that a prophet had been among you, right? Ezekiel 2:5. And they, whether they were here or whether they were forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. You're going to know that a prophet had been among you, man. Because that prophet was what? He was speaking prophecy. While everybody else was singing, dancing, having a good time, talking that nonsense, the man of the Lord was prophesying. Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet. They're blowing the trumpet. The men of the Lord are blowing the trumpet. They're crying aloud. They're sparing not. They lift up their voice like trumpets. They're showing the house of Israel where the hell they going off at. They're telling Israel to turn back to the God of the Bible, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, while they still got time, while the doors of mercy are still open. Because they're closing fastly but surely, man. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. It's high alert. The scriptures tell us now it's high time to wake out of sleep. Why? Because salvation is nearer than what we believe. The Lord is on his way. Lord Yahweh Shai, who they able to call Jesus, is on his way. And he got his men on the highways and byways telling you this week in and week out. Day in, day out. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. Why? Because it's going to be a great and dreadful day, man. All right? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai cometh. It is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong. The day of the Lord consists of missiles hitting this place. 200 million ICBM missiles going to hit this place, and before it even happened, see, this is how merciful our power is. Before he destroyed this place, he sent forth his servants to tell you of it, man. before it even happened. Look, giving you enough time to get it together. Giving you enough time to get your act together, man. The majority of our people are not going to take heed. We know that already. But the ones that hear this word, look, take heed. The Lord is not joking. All right? He's never been one to joke or play around with, right? A great people and a strong. They have not been ever the like. Neither shall be any more after it. Even to the years of many generations. The day that is coming ain't never been a day like it, man. It's going to be more death, more destruction, more everything, man. All right? The Lord said, look, it ain't ever happened like this before. That's why it's urgency. It should be a sense of urgency, man. All right? Let's go. Look, first chapter, Joel 1:15. At last, for that day, for the day of the Lord is at hand. The day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is at hand. Look, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. That's why you see men out there on the highways and byways week in and week out. Because of this day right here is coming. We want the Lord willing be delivered from it. It ain't no joke. It's a day of destruction from the Almighty. Shall it come? Remember, and though it wait for it, and though it tarry, wait for it. Though it tarry, wait for it. So jumping back, Joel 2:3. A fire devoureth before them. That fire represents those ICBM missiles. And behind them a flame burneth. The land of America, Babylon. The land of confusion. Spiritually Sodom and Egypt, right? The land, look, listen. The land is as the Garden of Eden. Before the missiles hit, this place was likened to a paradise, man. All right? And behind them, a desolate wilderness. But after the missiles hit, it's going to be like a desolate wilderness, man. Yea, and nothing at all, and nothing shall escape them. Nothing's going to escape the missiles, man. Unless you're part of the elect of the nation of Israel. And remember, regardless if they hear for a bit, they're going to know that a prophet had been among them. You're going to know that a prophet had been among you. Because the only thing the prophet was doing was prophesying, man. That's the only thing we're doing is prophesying. You know? That's it. St. Matthew, the 24th chapter, one more time. This is the time that we're living in. We're living in the time of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Matthew, the 24th chapter. Right? That's the time that we're living in. We're occupying in prophecy. Jeremiah, the 28 and 28. The 28th chapter of Jeremiah, verse 8. We're living in those times, Israel. St. Matthew 24. 21. For this shall be great tribulation. Such was not since the beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor ever shall be. All hell is going to break loose. It's going to be the worst time ever known to mankind. Period, man. All right? So don't wait till the ark is completely built, finished, done, to try to enter in. Enter in now. Spiritually. The ark is spiritually being built. Enter in now. Now. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. Why? Because it's going to get that bad. It's going to get that bad, Israel. But for the elect's sake, the elect of the nation of Israel, remember, Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. This land is as the Garden of Eden before those missiles hit. And after, a desolate wilderness. It's going to get so bad, the Lord going to have to send the angels. It's going to get so bad, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua going to have to send the angels to protect the elect of the nation of Israel. But you think it's time to play around. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the head archangel, upon the Lord Yahweh shall Michael. He's going to have to come and stand up. The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble. Trouble, Israel. Not fun, not games, but trouble. And there shall be a time of trouble. Right? Such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Remember, salvation is nearer than what we believe. Salvation is nearer than what we believe. Right? And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Every one that shall be found written in the book, man. And that's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel. They're going to be delivered. They're going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble, man. Can't say that about 2/3. Can't say that about 2/3. Look, you should have been meditating on the word. You should have been doing that which was well pleasing unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, but you chose the other route. You chose the other path. Now the Lord got those spirits created for vengeance ready on deck for you, man. Those spirits that are created for vengeance, they are ready. 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 3. There be many created, but few, one or two, but few shall be saved, man. Few Israelites shall be saved. There's a small remnant. Remember, billions of people were created on the face of the earth. Only few shall be saved, Israel. That's how bad it's going to be. And you playing around, thinking everything is all funny. Think you got all the time in the world to get it right. You know, the Lord said judgment shall remain. You're going to know that the Lord had did it too by the judgments that he brings to this place. You know, you're going to know that it was the Lord that brought the damage to this place. Let's go straight to 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Let's get it. Play around with your own life. That's what you're doing. 2nd Ezra 16:14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth, man. The plagues, the pandemics, the epidemics, casualties. It's going to continue, Israel. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, man. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, trying to knock backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrow, and the word woe means destruction. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning. The beginning of famine and great death. Remember, the men of the Lord are going to be occupied in prophecy. The beginning of famine and great mourning. A lack of bread, a lack of food. You can go to the grocery store right now. But soon come, you're not going to be able to go to the grocery store, Israel. You're not going to be able to go to Sam's Club. You're not going to be able to go to Trader Joe's. You know? Costco's. Piggly Wiggly. Starbucks. You know? The local bodega. You're not going to be able to go there soon come. The Lord said that the sword arrows of famine are coming. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. And remember, the Lord said, look, the time is coming. It ain't never been like it, so it's going to be a double dose of everything. It's going to be a triple dose of everything, Israel. That's why we must turn back. We must turn back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Because when that day hit, it ain't no looking back. It ain't no, I'm sorry. I didn't know. It ain't none of that. St. Matthew 16:2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you actors, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. With everything's going on, our people can't discern nothing. You seeing missiles being tested. You seeing military drills. You seeing them making it mandatory that you take vaccine. Alright? The concentration camps are already ready. You can't even discern what time you're in. We'll discern it for you. We're living in the worst time ever known to mankind. Alright? Everything gonna tremble. Everything is gonna be frightful. Everything is gonna be fearful. With the things that's coming down the pipeline, that's why the scripture says, serve the Lord with fear and trembling. Rejoice. Go to the house of mourning. Because it's going down, Israel. Alright? Isaiah 13:6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. The day of the Lord is about death and destruction, man. Alright? Doom and gloom. Shake, rattling, and rolling, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. Go to the house of mourning. This is the house of mourning. It ain't about having fun. We'll have fun when we get in the kingdom. We got a job to do right about now. This thing is deadly serious. For that is the end of all men, all that partying, all that dancing, gyrating around, looking all crazy. That's the end of all men. And the living will lay it to heart. Remember, you come back to this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding of the scriptures, you live again. Right? You live again. Matter of fact, let's get a precept on that. It's St. John. Bear with me. St. John chapter 5. We'll come right back. St. John chapter 5, verse 25, and it reads, St. John chapter 25, verse 25, verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and now is, when the dead, the Israelites that was dead, spiritually, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of the Most High, and they that hear shall live. So what makes us live? This word. Alright? Hearing this word, taking heed to this word, that's what makes us live, right? Let's get another precept. St. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. What's the spirit? This word. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So what made us live again? Hearing this word. Taking heed to this word, alright? So it says right here, going right back to Ecclesiastes 7:2. It says, and the living, the ones that was made alive again through this word, will lay it to heart. We're going to meditate on this word. And we know we at the bottom right about now. We waiting on the Lord, so most definitely we're in a morning state. Verse 4, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 4. The heart, meaning the mind, of the wise is in the house of mourning. All hell about to break loose and you're all happy. Only thing you're doing is dancing, singing. Once again, gyrating your waist, looking real tacky. But the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. But the heart, meaning the mind of fools, is in the house of mirth, man. You know, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. So we're rebuking our people with the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And we're meditating on the prophecies. Because it's going down, Israel. You can discern when it's going to be hot. You can discern when it's going to be cold. How can you not discern that all hell breaking loose? How can't you discern that, Israel? That's what's mind-boggling. You can't even discern that all hell breaking loose. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So to be looking around, keeping up with current events, knowing what's going on in your backyard. Don't supposed to be walking around like a bunch of fools, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. The days are evil. Occupy the prophecy. Shalom.